Good morning, fellow travelers. My name is Ember Aeternal, and welcome to my channel, Coaching. I'm here to do a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone, but if it does, take what fits and leave what doesn't. If you'd like a personal reading at some point, please contact me at spritforgecoaching@gmail.com. Spirit, please give us the knowledge and wisdom required to walk through our lives with dignity, truth, and grace. We have the King of Pentacles. Pentacles are about fertility and stability, abundance, even materialism. I'm sorry, I had a brain fart. Money deals with the physical realm, and the kings are the masters of the energy of their suits. So this person, you, is a master of the physical, of manifestation, of abundance, prosperity, or stability, or you want to be. Let's get some more cards to see if this is actually accurate. We have the Two of Wands. Now, wands are about action, the will to manifest. Another brain fart, I'm so sorry. Creativity, action, travel. Did I say passion? It's about passion. Sometimes it can be about sex. With this being in the obstacles. So it seems that there might be a fear of the unknown, maybe a lack of planning, careful what you wish for sort of vibe. Let's get supports. I didn't take that card. So we have 4 cards here. Okay. So I'm only going to take the top one, but I'm going to use the others to sort of get a feeling for your supports. Your support is the Four of Wands. It's more action. The will to manifest, passion, can be about sex, travel, creativity. The Four of Wands, celebration, joy, harmony, relaxation, even homecoming. But you have the Hermit, which can be about isolation, going within to find inner wisdom. And then you have the Magician, which is all about creativity and manifestation. And then you have the Empress, wow, which is like the epitome of abundance. Let's can be a mother figure, joy, prosperity, femininity, beauty, nature, nurturing. That's your Empress there. And then the Magician, determination to reach a goal. I think you're going within. So the Four of Wands generally speaks of community and celebration with others, possibly even marriage, but with the Hermit influencing it, I'm thinking that this might be a celebration that you're doing on your own, an inner celebration. I'm gonna put these cards back because I said I wasn't going to keep them. So let's get subconscious influences. We have the High Priestess. So that's subconscious influences. This is like the High Priestess is the queen of subconscious influences. This is about intuition, sacred knowledge, the divine feminine, subconscious mind. It can be about secrets, and some people think that secrets are a bad thing, but you know, it depends. Sometimes we just keep secrets because what's going on is nobody else's business. Some people don't deserve your story, sort of secret thing. But let's get ego to see what's going on here. We have the Five of Wands. You have a lot of wands going on here. Action, speed, a lot of passion, a lot of creativity. The Five of Wands are generally about competition and conflict. It can be healthy competition and healthy conflict depending on the cards around it. It can also be disagreement, tension, but also diversity. So let's see what's going on with your conscious influences. We have the Five of Pentacles. So pentacles are about prosperity, abundance, money, stability, fertility, manifestation, manifestation in the physical. The Five of Pentacles, like I said, it can be about poverty. It can be financial loss, isolation, worry. You could have a lack mindset, meaning that it's possible that you're stuck in the mindset that you don't have what you need, even though you actually do. Maybe you're blinded to it somehow. Let's get more cards to see. Maybe that's why the Hermit was up there, because you're actually going within to see the reality of things instead of what you perceive. So let's get past influences. You know what? I will take these. So we have the Three of Cups and the Page of Wands. So cups are about intuition, emotion, relationships, friendships, community. The wands are about action, creativity, the will to manifest, sometimes travel, sometimes sex, passion. Passion is always part of wands. So the Three of Cups and the Page of Wands. The Three of Cups is, it can be celebration, friendship, creativity, collaborations with people. And then you have the page, which is, so with kings, you have a King of Pentacles up here. He's a master. The page is not a master. The page is, think of a kindergartner. They're not masters of much of anything, but they're excited about the world. And with this being the Page of Wands, I'll come back to that. I'll come back to that. Let's get current circumstances. We have the Lovers. So I'm thinking that this page might be a need to look beyond illusions. And the lovers can be about romance choices, risky commitments, connection, love, harmony, relationships of any kind, not necessarily romantic relationships. So, I'm thinking here, from the way these are, that you have a loving community, you have loving friendships, but you may have somebody you may have had somebody on a pedestal and felt the need to look beyond illusions. You know, it looks like maybe one of these friendships might have turned into something more. Yeah. So let's get future influences. We have the Knight of Wands. The Knights are the messengers of the suit. They have taken all the information that the pages have gathered, and they're carrying it forward to the Queen, who organizes all the information so that it can be assimilated for mastery. So, Knight is a messenger. Wands, as stated before, are about passion, creativity, the will to manifest, action. Could be some travel involved, could be some sex involved. With this in future influences, and with all these wands, I'm kind of thinking that this is a romantic relationship. And there's a great deal of physical attraction going on. But this two here, I'm getting a feeling of a fear of the unknown. Yeah. So maybe you don't trust that this is real. But and this tracks with that too. You have it seems that you have this lack mindset, but you're surrounded by loving people, or at least you were surrounded by loving people here. I think a friendship burgeoned into a romantic relationship, and it's possible that there was some disillusionment in your friend circle. There may have been some jealousy. Let's get outcome. Seven of Pentacles. Pentacles are about fertility, stability, abundance, things in the physical. Can also be about manifestation. Did I say prosperity? Money. So the sevens are about waiting generally. The Seven of Pentacles is about waiting. There's a need to take a long-term view of things instead of just jumping in and okay. I need to slow my brain down. Take a moment. So there's a need for a long-term view here. There's a need for perseverance, and because you need to wait for results. It's not that the results are never going to come. It's just that you need to wait for them to be ripe, to be ready. So let's get overall energy. Why did you guys fall out? What do we have here? We have the Magician. You know what? I'm going to take both of these for overall energy. We have the Seven of Cups and the Magician for overall energy. With the way that Magician and all those other cards jumped out, I have a funny feeling that one person here is kind of messy. They have kind of a messy life. And I think that might be why you have this obstacle here of not knowing if you want to pursue this. But give it time. Yeah, give it time. Because the overall energy is the Two of Cups, which is unified love. Here, let's get a closer look at that. Unified love, mutual attraction. It can also, be partnership. And then with the Magician, you have, the Magician isn't a master of manifestation because he's at the beginning of the journey of the major arcana. He's like right after the Fool. The Fool has figured out how to manifest. So the Magician can sometimes go overboard with manifestation creation, but they definitely have a determination to reach a goal. And the Magician is also resourceful and need to be careful though, because they can tip over into being power hungry, but they're inspired. And what I'm seeing here, I'm not seeing any negativity here with this Magician Two of Cups energy. I'm seeing a lot of excitement, a lot of exuberance. I think this relationship is relatively new. Yes, it's relatively new, but it looks like eventually there is going to be an offer of marriage. Yeah, I think that's what this is. It's an offer of marriage. That's what this messenger is about. And I'm getting the feeling that with this person, the attraction is just chef's kiss. Yeah. So let's get 3 cards from Angels and Demons. We have balancing factors, unknown influences, and suggested improvements. So we have false testimony. Somebody's a liar? So that's what this is about. Somebody lied. Huh. Let's get unknown influences. Yeah, that's what that Two of Wands is about. Somebody lied. We have jealousy and restoration of life. I'm going to take these. Let's get suggested improvements. We have greed. The overall energy is wastrels and vagabonds. Okay, so I know what's going on here. You had this friend circle right here where your love interest came from this friend circle. And there is a person in this friend circle who has told lies about your romantic interest. Now, keep in mind that this romantic interest, you've known them for a long time. You have had time for a relationship to build with them. You've had time to get to know them. But this friend was jealous. Yes, they were jealous of your relationship. I think they started to feel like a third wheel. So they gave false testimony. They lied about your person. They told you that they're lazy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's what that is. They told you that they're lazy, that they're good for nothing, that they have a history of using people for money, for basically draining them of resources. And so, but this had the opposite effect that this person wanted it to have, because you are very solid in your energy. That's what the King of Pentacles is all about. You're very solid in your energy. You're very solid in your knowledge of this person and of yourself. So you have taken this jealousy, and this is also, this is also about greed. This person wanted to be with you. Yes, they're not jealous of you with the other person. They're jealous of the other person with you. They wanted you. And it's for greed. Basically, all of this false testimony that they've given about your new romantic partner, it's actually them. They are the wastrel and vagabond. They are the lazy one. And you have been able to figure this out. You've been able to see through the illusion, basically, that they tried to cast. And you have a restoration of life going on here. You have some beautiful stuff going on here. And it's all because the veil has been lifted. You see the truth of everything. Now, that's not to say that you're kicking this person out of your life. I think you're waiting for this person to see the error of their ways. And you have confidence that they will see the error of their ways. But if they don't, it is okay to walk away from them, to keep them in your life. It's entirely up to you. But you know who they are. So it's not like you need to, it's not like you must walk away. You know who they are. You know what they're like. So it's entirely up to you whether you walk away or not. I'm not seeing a need for it here. Yeah, because there are no 8s here. So I'm not seeing a need to walk away. What I am seeing is a need to let this person know with kindness. That's what this is. The Four of Wands here and the Three of Cups here. You need to let this person know with kindness and with patience that their games aren't going to fly. You love them as a friend, but their games aren't going to fly. If they continue with their games, you're going to have to take steps. Just let them know that. And eventually, it looks like they'll figure it out eventually. And they may never be happy for you and your new love, but they will at least stop the games. Yeah, stop the games of false testimony and jealousy and greed. With that, be careful of that greed card. They may try to find another way to get from you what they want. You are so very fortunate that you have chosen this other person as your romantic partner. Yes, you're very fortunate. Thank you for joining me today. If you like the way that I read, please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification button so you can be informed of any content as soon as I post it. And I hope you have a wonderful day.